Hey guys, SamMcKdamn here, and I was too busy this week to make a video. Between work, visiting family, and more fucking work, I had no time to really edit any videos. So that means it's time for me to ramble about random bullshit. Woohoo! Although I did find this new game called Sakura Clickers, which is probably better known as the greatest game ever. You click on cute little anime girls, then you click on cute little yellow Eevee looking things. You click on the pink one for lots of money, and then you spend on the money so you can level up, so you can click on more anime girls. Also, I made it my character a cute cat girl. I guess you could say this game could do with actual gameplay, but you do get to click on anime girls, so it balances out. 10 out of 10 would fap again. Speaking of jerking off to anime girls, let's talk about a group of people who would get super offended at the thought of me doing so. SJWs! Woo! Specifically, the first time I had to deal with a SJW in real life. Now, that isn't the same thing as my first interaction with the SJW sort of propaganda that I had to grow up with during grade school. In that case, my earliest memory would be back when I was in grade 2. I grew up during the time where things were getting too PC, but thankfully not to the point or the extent that it is today. Anyway, one of the things they said to us was that identifying people by their skin color is racist, which is true, but only if it's done in a derogatory way. They never mentioned that small detail. Now, I was unfortunately guilty of this at the time, but this mentality caused a cringe shitshow like no one's business. To give you an idea of how bad it was, I want you to describe to me what skin color a black person is, without mentioning color, or that it's darker than a white person's skin. There, I can't see your face, but I totally can. Man, school sucked growing up. Thank God I moved on from that shit. But I digress. The first time I ran into a social justice warrior was back in grade 8. Around this time I was getting into the book series The Darwin Awards, which is a compilation of stories and events of stupid people removing themselves from the gene pool in the stupidest fashion they can. So in between some of the stories are joke quotes. One that caught my attention was, "Don't worry, natural selection will get the idiots." I thought that quote was funny, so I got a button, I painted it white, and wrote the quote in black paint. And I wore that button to school to show it off and be like, "Yeah, I made this piece of shit and I'm proud." So there was this girl in my class, we'll call her Lenny. So Lenny was a bitch. From what I remember of her, she was always making big deals about literally nothing and complaining about just anything anybody was doing. You know, like a real SJW would. Honestly, she was one of those personalities. Like, if you showed me a picture of a recent feminist protest and said she's the girl in the back on the left, I'd believe it. So Lenny walks up to me during recess and says, "That button is racist!" I had no idea how it was racist unless stupid people is a race, which it isn't. So I asked her how, to which she replies, "It's because Hitler used natural selection to justify exterminating the Jews." Yeah, no shit. That was what she said. I have no idea what went through her head to make that fucking mental gymnastic display work, but fuck me. I honestly had no idea what to say to that. I just sat there dumbfounded as to what to say or do. It's one of those comments that to this day I still think about once in a while and go, fucking what? Unfortunately, because I didn't say anything, she got away with that comment. Personally, I like to think I got better at this talking to people thing since then. Okay, fuck you, not really. So I guess the lesson that we can all take away from this story is that when someone says something fucking retarded, you call that bullshit on its face, or else they'll get away with it. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time then. Bye.
I hear screaming down the hallways because you're gay. You're a giant faggot, you should kill yourself. I hear screaming down the hallways, you giant asswipe.